Baseball tonight in the play space with our new 2023 in-season card set for History Maker Baseball, built around the season that's going on right now. Hello again, Keith Avalone from Play Games. Sam is producing tonight's show as usual. In a couple hours, Clayton Kershaw will take the mound for the Los Angeles Dodgers at home against the visiting Colorado Rockies. We thought we'd pre-play that game with the in-season set that we're going to show you shortly. Now, in past seasons, you can see our set is a little bit different this year. Actually, it was different last year as well. In past years, we'd make a huge card set for the in-season set. We've been doing this this is our 9th in-season card set. The idea is it's fun to play along as the season unwinds. As it winds down to the dog days of summer, the pennant chase, it's fun to play along with the actual teams. So in past years, we make these huge card sets with, maybe 100 players or so getting like double cards, and then we'd create guides which would help you sort them based on whether you wanted to play with the beginning of the season rosters or the current rosters, and then there would inevitably be more changes and more roster moves, and we would add cards, and it got to be kind of an overwhelming process. So post-COVID, once COVID's kind of got out of the way and we're back to doing things normally, and we wanted to do an in-season set, but we'd always do it a little bit differently. We'd take a leaner, meaner approach, so you can get into the games faster. It's much more manageable set. So you get 24 players per team, 12 batters, 12 pitchers. It's a very manageable set, and we give you blank cards to use for the players that aren't carded if you want to. Now, all that to say that the set works best with kind of a flexible approach for the uncarded players. You have options. You can rate them yourself using the how-to guide or the quick rate trading card guide that we offer, or you can just use the sheet that comes inside your game, which has sort of an overview of how players are rated and what the qualities mean. I mean, that will work as well. So you can make your own cards. You can just use blank cards for the uncarded players. Like I said, the set comes with about 30 of these blank cards. You can just insert.
They're not exactly blank. They look blank
well, all right.
when you hold them up, so maybe.
What, is this my camera?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
All right, so they're not exactly blank. They do have spaces for all the appropriate information, but there's no data on the cards. So you can just insert those cards, blank cards, into the lineups. This works especially well for Express. You're basically saying these are average players making average plays, because of course in History Maker Baseball, having no qualities is not necessarily a negative. It just means you're average. You don't have any good qualities, you don't have any bad qualities. So it works really well, particularly with Express. You can also take this approach with the full play game as well. Just use the blank cards for uncarded players. Or for Express, if you're only going to be playing Express, you can just use the carded players and not even mess with the guys that aren't carded. You're not required to have 9 players in the stack. You can have 12 players in your stack, or 7 players. And because the Express game is abstracting out some of the results, you can get away with that. So you have options to use the set, and really the point I'm trying to make is being flexible and just doing what works best for you. Is a good call for using the in-season card set. Now, since I wanted to use tonight's actual starting lineups for the game, which you can get from lineups.com or a number of places. Isn't the internet great? You can find the actual lineups for tonight's game before the game plays. So I went and got the lineups, the projected lineups. Of course, it could always be a late scratch or something, but these are the lineups, the scheduled lineups for tonight's game. And then I made cards for the players that weren't carded. There are several. Of course, the Rockies are way out of it, and they're at that point in the season where they're playing a lot of their, their prospects. A lot of their bench players are getting significant time on the field at this point in the season. So, many of their guys you have to improvise for. So I think there are 3 players in the Rockies starting lineup tonight who do not have cards, and then the 4th player is the starting pitcher, Ty Block, who is not carded. He's only made a couple starts. And, they're getting a look-see to see what he's going to do for 2024. So I made a card for him based on his stats. I made cards for all the guys based on their current stats. And those cards are what we will use. But again, you're not required to do that if you don't want to. Let's go to the game table and get this thing started, show you what we're working at here with the in-season card set, the Rockies and the Dodgers. I think we've played the Rockies, in-season game. I think it's the Rockies have been our in-season game host or whatever for most of the years we've done this. Let me turn my phone off in case somebody decides to text me during our stream. All right. So we get Clayton Kershaw on the mound. I think he's got 10 or 11 wins and Ty Blach on the mound for the Rockies. Throws left, Workman, double control. He's actually had a pretty good season. He only got like 4 walks in almost 30 innings of pitching. And the Rockies' batting order is here. The Dodgers' batting order is here. And without further ado, let's play baseball here. All righty. I'll try to avoid just reading the dice roll. I don't know. You can see what the dice roll is. I don't have to tell you what it is. It's just a bad habit, I guess. So pitcher is fresh. No runs. Possible solo home run for Profar. He does not have it, so no runs for the Rocky. No power for Jurickson Profar. So Clayton Kershaw gets him down easily in the first inning. Let's see here. Struggler or guilty? No. Sad sack? No. We're going to have an RBI possibility? Yes. Mookie Betts gets an RBI single. And the Dodgers take the lead 1-0. The over-under on this game, by the way, is 8.5 runs. There's all kind of betting information you can get you can bet on just about anything in baseball now. I knew that was the case for football, but it's amazing how much that's expanded now into baseball. 1-4-5. Ace or dynamic. He is a semi-ace. I didn't do he got the dot, so he will get no runs. I guess I should do the home rule we do. Is he going to be an ace full for the game? No, he'll be checking the semi-ace for the entire game. And block facing, let's see here. So Tovar goes down. Freddie Freeman. Let's see here. Is he in a utility? He's not. Freddie Freeman's going to get an RBI, gets the dot, so another run in for the Dodgers. 2-0. Top of the third. Ryan McMahon, who's really been kind of on a hot streak for the Rockies the last 10 games or so. 1-1-5. Is he a utility? He's not. Men on base. Oh, one dive from the black. If he's got flash, he does. So Kershaw's going to take that away. He's going to strike out McMahon, and no base runner for the Rockies. We go to the bottom of the third with the Dodgers up 2-0. Workman pitcher. He is a workman. Men on base. And let's see, Will Smith is semi-stoic, so we're going to take one away because the dot says that. So there'll be runners on second and third. And Block is in trouble. Here's Martinez. Active batter. He's not active, so we'll get contact out of it. That will save. Is he a champion? No, he's not. So ground out to end the inning, and Block gets out of it. Gets out of the jam. 2-0 Dodgers, top of the fourth. Let's get Martinez back to the bottom of the stack. Elias Diaz. Let's see. He's not a star, but Diaz is not a champion, so no runs in for the Rockies. Ahmed Rosario, who came over from the Indians. I moved his card from the Indians over to the Dodgers. One of the things I did this year was to kind of minimize the team names so it's not so distracting, to see, oh, Cleveland, what? Oh. So it's just kind of in a small print at the bottom of the card. So Rosario's batting in the bottom of the fourth. Let's see here. Pitcher not fresh. He is not fresh. Oh, so we got to go. The rule is, the optional rule would be he's got to come out. So we'll go ahead and go to the bullpen. We're going to men on base. And let's see. We're going to check. Rosario is neutral, so it's just going to stay runners on first and third. And we're going to bring in the bullpen. I guess what we'll do. What we did in Hartford was we rolled the die and went that far down. Oh, Phillips is going to be the bullpen star. So we'll bring in Phillips. I'm sorry, not. I got the the team's wrong. Pierce Johnson will come in. Phillips is obviously the Dodgers reliever. Closer for Pierce Johnson is the closer. He represents the bullpen for his cardboard, which is great because he's struggler. He is double flash, which could help, but this could be a very long game. All right, so runners on first and third. We'll give him the ace quality, obviously. And he's an ace, so he's gonna get out of it. Thank goodness, but there's, I'm sure, trouble to come down the road. All right, so it's still 2-0, top of the fifth. Kershaw facing Brendan Rodgers. 2-4-5. He is not a sad sack, so we'll get men on base. But we're going to take away 2 because Kershaw has both flash and control. So we'll get a runner on third, I think. Brendan Rodgers moves to third base, and here's Nolan Jones from the mob chart. 22. Batting at home? No. So he flies out. Nobody comes in. So Kershaw gets out of it. And we go to the bottom of the fifth, but the Dodgers still up 2-0. 1-3-6. He's not an ace. Outman is not a hero, so no runs possible. Solo home run, and that is going to be a home run because he got the dot for the home run king. Black die 6. Solo dinger for James Outman makes it 3-0 Dodgers. Top of the sixth. 4-5-6. Pitcher is barely fresh. Sixth inning, he got the dot. So that will be a move to the batter column where Montero is not a champion. So no runs possible, solo home run, but he doesn't have either of the qualities. So that will just be nothing. Rockies are being shut out by Kershaw. So it's 3-0. We go to the bottom of the sixth. 166. We're going to get men on base. Bases are going to be loaded, aren't they? Oh, my gosh. So bases are loaded. Enrique Hernandez, who came over from the Red Sox, gets the final base hit to load him up, or the walk. And that brings up Miguel Rojas from the mob chart with the bases loaded for the Dodgers. Goldfielder makes an out. Nope, Trejo's not a Goldfielder, so we're going to have an error. And the runners are going to advance a base. So a 1 runs in for the Dodgers. An unearned run. Here's Mookie Betts. He's not good. Oh, he struck him out. Well, they feel fortunate they only got 4. So managed to get Mookie Betts to strike out because he's not a good eye. Another run in for the Dodgers, 4-0. Top of the seventh. Leave Kershaw in. I think they probably would take him out at this point in today's baseball, but we'll leave him in. And that is going to be men on base. And we're going to take one away from the black die because he has flash, but that's still going to put runners on second and third for the Rockies. And I think we will bring in the reliever. We will go to the bullpen. We'll use the sixth guy down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be, I guess Gonsolin is not a reliever. All right, so we'll go with the bottom guy then. I must have miscounted. Bickford will come in. Oh, he's a semi-struggler. Well, cool. That gives the Rockies a chance to get a few runs. He'll be an ace, though, for this first at-bat. Runners on second and third for the Rockies, trying to make a game of this. And we're going back to the regular chart, 366. Workman pitcher is not. Utility batter, he is not. Alan Trejo's not utility. We're going to have an RBI. Ooh, so the runs are going to score. Decided. Oh, he got the yes. So get one in, and that will do it. I'm trying to remember if that... No, that doesn't clear the bases. The one run comes in. All right, so the Rockies do get a run, and here's Freddie Freeman. Bottom of the seventh. 144. Struggler pitcher. He is a struggler. Pierce Johnson representing the bullpen. Men on base. No base running grade for Freddie Freeman, so that won't adjust it. We'll have runners on first and third. And here's Will Smith. Could break this game wide open. Batting at home. Yep, single. Roll again. That's going to move the runners two bases. No, one base. So another run is in. Still on the mob chart. J.D. Martinez. I think he played for the Diamondbacks. Seem to remember him as a D-back. Fresh pitcher gets the ground out. Okay, so he is fresh because he's a reliever. They do get another run, though. It's 5-1. Top of the eighth. There's Brendan Doyle. Against Bickford, who is not a star. Oh, Doyle's a utility. Possible solo home run, though. Oh, he got the solo home run. Doyle gets a home run to close it a little bit for the Rockies. It's 5-2. Bottom of the eighth. Martinez goes to the bottom. Here's Ahmed Rosario. Let's see here. 255. He is a struggler. Runner on second. Men on base are not adjusted because there's no base running grade there. So man on second, Rosario gets a double. Here's Max Muncy. 56, patient. Semi-patient. Oh, he got the dot. So Muncy draws a walk. Now there's men on first and second, and James Outman comes to the plate. He is not patient, so we'll get a contact result. And he is... Oh, I got to roll this. Okay, so he's going to get an RBI then. They're going to get another run in. 6-2. Top of the ninth. Last gasp for the Rockies. 136. Not an ace. Not a hero. Possible solo home run, but no power qualities for Profar, and that will end the game. No need for the Dodgers to bat in the bottom of the ninth, much to the bettors' dismay, because there were exactly 8 runs scored on our over-under of 8.5. So if you went with the under, you barely made it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-2. If you went with the under, you got it. All right, so the Dodgers are going to win 6-2 in our pre-play. We'll see if that plays out in real life tonight. That game will start here in about an hour and a half. And that's how the in-season set works. Before we go, I wanted to mention that we're going to make another road trip for a live-on-location event. We just put this together here in the last couple of days, and we're going to work it in before the Cooperstown History Maker Baseball Hall of Fame event in October. We still have some loose ends to tie up, so I don't have all the details tonight, but I do want to mention it. We're going to be making a trip to Winnipeg, Manitoba, at the end of September for what we're planning to be Hockey Day in Canada, Part 2. Now, many of you may remember it. It's hard to believe it's been 6 years since we did Hockey Day in Canada in Hamilton, Ontario in 2017. We had a great group of folks there. A lot of people discovered PLAAY games for the first time at that event and are still with us. And so we're going to do another trip. I actually wanted to go up to Winnipeg to visit Michael Owens and Ron Arntz. And there's quite a few PLAAY gamers that live in Winnipeg, and we've got about a dozen of them. And then COVID hit, so that had to kind of put the plans on hold. But we're gonna shoehorn it in end of September. So we'll have more information. We do not have an official venue yet for this, but if you're in Canada, we're coming to you. end of September, and really excited about it. We'll have more information. I'll make a blog post about it probably next week once we get all the details ironed out. And then as far as the Cooperstown event goes, that is still on. That's going to happen mid-October. I'll be sending out an email. I want to say tomorrow, but probably it'll be either Saturday or Monday. With basically, we have two lists of people. We have a group of lists who are definites for the event, and a group of lists who are maybes for the event. And basically, the email is going to ask you if you want to switch lists. So watch for that if you've already expressed interest in being part of the Cooperstown event. Watch your inbox for that email either tomorrow or possibly Saturday, maybe Monday. We'll see. But it'll be coming soon. And if you still would like to get in on that, you can send us an email, hit the contact button on any page of the website, and we'll plug the details in for you. That is our show for tonight. Go Rockies. Hope they do better in real life than they did tonight on our tabletop. Please hit the like button on your way out. Hope you have an awesome weekend planned as the summer of 2023 begins to wind down. School started this week here in Colorado, and that can only mean that the changing of the fall colors can't be far behind. So we will squeeze out every last drop of summer we can, and appreciate you being here on the Play Space tonight to be part of that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of our community, and we'll see you next week. Another show next Thursday night right here on the Play Games YouTube channel.